Hello everyone, this is Panda. I'm gonna wait about 1 to 2 minutes before we start. I'm gonna show you what I have in my toy box as of February 15, 2022. I'm the Panda Photographer, everybody. I'm a homeless photographer, I'm a homeless documentarian, I'm a travel expert, but I'm also a travel consultant, but I also love you guys. So with that said, everyone, I really do appreciate it if everyone would please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications, and make sure that you have the notifications turned on properly so you can get live updates on what I'm doing. If it's about me sleeping outside, which I'm planning to do that in 2 days. I know I have money, but I need to save that money. So I know you guys are probably saying, well, I have a lot of debt and a lot of bills to pay off. So, and I also wanted to help people that are homeless. Like today, I saw the same artist, same homeless photographer artist down at Penn Station at the Monohan train station. So I gave him $10 to buy some brush. And look what he came back with. 10 minutes later, I went to the bathroom. I went to go to upstairs to do some videography. Then I had a camera issue today, and he come back with Chinese food. That guy loves Chinese food. But today, I wanted to share what did I have in my, what am I adding to my toy box as a photographer and a videographer. So with that said, everyone, take everything what I'm about to show you with a grain of salt. But first, let's try to make some sense here. Okay, so let's talk about, okay, let's put this to the side here. And let's put this to the side here as well for the time being. And let's focus on this. All right? This is the Comic-Con DV Live 10 wireless audio system. Now, I do currently own a Comic-Con boomx-d system, but I lost the transmitter, or yeah, I lost the receiver to the Comic-Con boomx-d and just using the MI. And this is why I brought this from B&H. Everything I pretty much brought from B&H other than a pair of headphones and what I'm about to I'll show you. But here it is. The reason why I brought this is because I need it for the DSLR cameras. Okay? But not only that, the Comic-Con boomx-d still works. This system still is a very beautiful working system. Yeah, some nicks and yes, this is what happens when you sleep outside on the streets as a videographer and things get rattled and thrown to the side, and you gotta pick it up your items and go quickly because there are people out there that just love to steal in New York City. Here's the MI receiver. I have two of these, by the way, and they're all for iPhone. But this one in particular comes in a charging case, and it's Type C. And as you can see, the lights light up when they are actually fully charged. And then when you put this on the charging dock, you can see the indicators of all batteries that are full. So the blue is the RX, which is this, and the TX, A and B are the transmitters. So keep that in mind that this system here, I purchased this for a good reason because I needed something light. I needed something super light because I don't want to off balance the gimbal. And as you're aware, the gimbal is right there. That is the Moza Air Cross 2, and it's been giving me some issues. So I didn't want to put a microphone on that. I didn't want to put a large, heavy, shotgun microphone onto it. So I decided to put this onto it because basically it's so light, and I think I can actually show you guys on camera. I'm gonna put this. Okay, first and foremost, this. So it goes on like this onto this mount because it comes with this mount. Let me see. It comes with this mount. So, yeah, and it fits perfectly on it, and it's super light. Now, there's a little bit of offset on the balance, but yeah, just calculate it before you do that. But let's move this gimbal out the way. But this is a really nice system. To be honest, this is what I've been looking for. Now, I did reach out to Comic-Con to ask them to send me one of these. Let me just reach back down again. Oh, my panda. Hold on, guys. Let me adjust this really quickly for you. Because this thing is behaving a little bit weird. Okay. Sorry about that. So I did reach out to Comic-Con when they actually released this, the press release about this, and they never sent me one. So I just bought one of my own. So this video is not sponsored by anyone but your juicy, beautiful selves, because you guys helped me buy all these things. Because these are the things that got stolen. Also, when we were robbed, a lot of things were stolen and a lot of things were taken. So I'm trying to really try to figure out how to get it back. And I've been shopping at B&H in the used department. So I didn't want to spend the true value of these items. And I got most of these items pretty much like 44% off. So that's a pretty damn good deal if you ask me from B&H, right? B&H? But anyway, so got this from B&H. And I like how the receivers are pretty cool. And it comes with these nice little furry dead cats. You could put on the microphone. See it? Pretty awesome. But yeah, let me just pause you guys for a second. All right? Okay. We're back. Anyway, guys, I wanted to just let you guys know that I am very thankful for the donations and the GoFundMe. And I am like, 27, 28% of my goal on GoFundMe. So I will leave the link later in the description so you guys go check it out. But this is also used for either your smartphone. Yeah, and it comes with a bunch of other cables that you probably be familiar for your smartphone, for your DSLR camera. But this is more ideal for someone using a gimbal and try to keep it simple and also want to do interviews. So this is why I got a whole selection of these Comic-Con receivers, the boomx-d and the VD Live 10, which is a very good system. The other thing that is just too light, so I'm worried that I might lose I might lose a piece or a part, but on this device you have stereo and mono modes and the volume, so you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And basically I have it on 4 because on my DSLR cameras I got the volume all the way down to the lowest level to 1, so therefore you can hear me actually have a conversation with you guys. But the best part about this is that the case, plug it up USB, it charges. And even after that, when you're on the go and you need to charge the transmitters, this is what the case is designed for. You can charge the case, the receivers inside the case, in a matter of like 20 minutes and get astounding hour, 2 hours of record time. I haven't fully tested it and see how long I can push it for, but I just want to emphasize why I got the Comic-Con DV Live 10 wireless system, and it's pretty cool. In my opinion, it's a 2.4 wireless USB microphone system, and you can pair, just in case it comes unpaired, and there's a reset button, USB, the open button, you gotta click on the button to open, so keep that in mind, and then the indicator lights to tell you how the charging case is charged and the percentage. So, but with that said, everyone, let's move over. Oh yeah, and it came with this too. This is a USB to Type C. So if I need to charge that RX receiver, I can use this with a power bank. So that's very useful. So, comes with a lot of accessories, by the way. But with that said, everyone, let's move over. Let's talk about these headphones once a freaking panda again. These are the Edifier St1 Pros. Now, here's what's so interesting about the second pair. Okay? Let me show you the first pair. I broke the case. The other night, I was at Kinka, and the case fell out my pocket, and it fell right on the street, on the curb, right? And this car pulls up and crushes it at the time that I dropped it. What a coincidence, right? So I ended up buying another set, right? But this set was free on Amazon. Guess why? Amazon screwed up on a shipping label and on the shipping process, and I have Prime, and I caught them using a third party to ship the item when in all Amazon Prime items should be shipped by Amazon Delivery Services. That's why Amazon emphasizes with their commercials that Prime items should be shipped with Prime delivery. But that wasn't the case. It went from DHL to United States Postal Service. It got here way too late, and they just gave me my refund back and told me to keep these. So I am such a lucky guy. And I can show you guys the emails and proof of that because they refunded me my $54.43 of this. So I was called them and told them, listen, I didn't ask you to refund me, but they're like, no, we did that as a conversation because of what? You know I was right. But anyway, here is the Edifiers. You never see me do a review on them. They weren't not professional review, but they were my own independent real thoughts. And still, with the new ones at Penn Station, they still cut in and out. So there are some flaws with these earbuds, but they sound fantastic. They sound so good. But here's the problem. Oh, we got a question. Jeans, Space Junkie's in here. Good evening, Space Junkie. Glenn says, hey man, have you check your GoFundMe lately? Someone donated. Yes, they did. It was one person, and I ended up paying I owed the bank almost $1,000. I I ended up giving some of that money to help some homeless men get some good meals during the day. I also did my own charity and donations to some certain people that have helped me because those people that have helped me are also going through a little crisis right now. So they literally sacrificed a lot for me, and now it's time for me to do the same. But I still have some of that money. But this is why I was talking about the dentures. We're going to try to sleep outside, like we were doing before, and try to save the money. And I'm going to do that in 2 days. I'm sorry that you guys got to hear that, but that's just the cycle of life with the Panda Photographer because I am so cheap. But right now, can you guys tell the difference between the two right now? What's up, Sense TV? Love to see you in here. Once again, all the way from India, right? I didn't forget. So here's the thing about these edifiers. They sound great. They sound good. But I noticed two things today from the new ones and the old ones. First and foremost, check out how glossy this one looks and how different the color is. How long are you staying in the hostel? Is that another word for a hotel? I'm from the US. Okay, let's pause for a second about these headphones and let's answer Glenn's question. So a hostel is like hotel for travelers or people seeking cheaper accommodations, but guess what? You get a full freaking kitchen, you get Wi-Fi, you got plenty of space, you get a full refrigerators where you can store food if you're staying multiple days. It is a hotel, but I normally stay at the HI. If you guys don't know what HI US hostels are, or HI in themselves, I used to be a member until I had some disagreement with how their business practices are, especially in New York City. I would never stay at the New York City. If you haven't seen my video in the summertime of 2021, when I was here in New York City, I would never stay at the U.S. New York City HI hostel. And now, as of today, they pretty much don't have private rooms anymore. They don't even have 2 bedrooms anymore. They took those bedrooms and converted them into 4 bedrooms. They took 4 bedrooms and converted it into 6 bedroom dormitories, which is too small. They literally are just trying to, seems like they're literally trying to make up for the loss during COVID. And that's not how you treat travelers. And in such tight space, that's not really ideal. And, and they took 8 dormitories and made it into a 12 dormitory. It's like HI, well, it's HIUS because I went to Boston, and that one and Boston, really nice people, by the way. So it's just New York City that I have a problem with. They closed down the one in Santa Monica, I believe. Not Santa Monica. What's that next to Santa Cruz? Is it the Santa Cruz location? Yes, they did close the Santa Cruz location because the staff were there were disrespectful. You had a curfew. Yes, you're an adult, and you had a curfew at 11. That didn't make sense. When check-in's at 5 o'clock, that's the latest check-in I've ever had in a hostel process. Now, so a hostel is for international or domestic travelers from a different state. You have to be from a different state in order to stay at the hostel. Now, some hostels have policies where you have to live 150 miles from the hostel and you have to have proofs. But with that said, let's talk about the Edifier headphones. I want you guys to take a really good look at this one. You see the shiny, glossy, slippery texture, and even on the case. You see that? Now, here's the new ones. Here you go. Look at that. Matte finish with grip. This one, these were slipping out my ear because of the texture. These haven't slipped out my ear quite as much. It did slip out my ear when I was doing dishes tonight, because you have some very disrespectful guests here that can't read the sign. Clean behind yourself so the next person can use the kitchen. But no one ever listens to that sign. Every morning, there's tons of dishes in the sink, and I'm the one that has to clean it. You know what? Because I'm the only one that has the responsibility to understand how people can spread not COVID, no, their germs. It goes to show you how kind of hospitality manners some people do not have. You got to show them. And the young lady today got upset because I started the washing machine. Well, clean your dishes. But anyways, see these headphones? Matte finish. Look at the case. Not glossy at all. Just do side-by-side comparison. Look at the difference in color. Edifier, you're so inconsistent. Look at the difference in color, everybody. That is so noticeable. This is like a dark gray. This is a gray. I actually asked for the dark gray again. They gave me gray, but I think they learned from previous or my review. Headphones keep slipping out my ear, too slippery. You can't get a really good grip on these headphones. Are you part Asian, Filipino? No, but I wish I could be. But no, I grew up with a Japanese family, so I digress. But look at these headphones. Same, different color, same design, but different textures. Even the earbuds look different. Look at that. Look, they look. So Edifier, if you ever watch this video, which you will, I'm pretty sure because you've been scoping. Don't creep me out. Send me a free product. But with that said, everyone, I brought those again because they sound great. But when you go into large areas in the city, communication, the signal just drops. So, but gosh, is that a good brand. Those headphones are actually $50. So go to Amazon, you can buy them. It's called Edifier, the brand. Not sure you can read that, but it says Edifier. But with that said, everyone, okay, another thing I bought for the iPhone. It's not fancy, but it's useful because this, the Comic-Con and my receiver. When I had the out-of-box case, as you can see, I kind of cut it. I couldn't fit this onto it because of phone cases. So I got an extender. And again, Amazon gave me this one for free because they screwed up. Because I ordered a 2-pack, they sent me a 1-pack. And then Amazon now is sending me another pack on the house. See? When you put Amazon in a place and you know your stuff, but don't be disrespectful, talk politely, talk professional, you get things done. And as you can see, it works. Now, this extender is actually Apple MFI certified. Don't ever buy a product for your iPhone that is not Apple certified. Please don't. Because you can actually destroy the port. And you would have to pay money to fix the port. Trust me, that's the expense that you don't want to do. Space Junkie says NVM is back. What's MVN? NVM. Can you... I can't think right now. Man, how do you halt all that electronics? I just do, man. I just do it. I also have a wagon, so I'd be afraid someone would take it. Well, I was afraid in October, November when I got robbed, and in December. So it wasn't that I wasn't afraid, but it's just like kind of upset that I need to be very discreet on the streets of New York City when I'm traveling. But this little thing, oh, my panda. Never mind. Oh, what? Never mind. Oh, okay. See this little thing? This is so useful. So if you have an iPhone case, I'm going to link everything down in the descriptions later. But if you have an iPhone case and you want to use a wireless audio system or a microphone, or this is so helpful to keep that out of box or that bumper to bumper or for your phone. And look at that handsome man. Oh, my panda. Yeah, that's why I bought this for. So take everything with a grain of salt. Now, let's talk about storage. I got the Samsung portable SSD called the T5. This is a 1 terabyte, and it's useful for Windows, Mac, and Android. I never used it. Yes, apparently it's for Android. Yes, it does come with a cable for USB to USB. Yes, for you lucky Android freaking users out there. So I opened it briefly, but I'm going to show you how small it is. That's how small it is. It's small. 1 terabyte SSD. Now, the reads and writes are not very impressive. It's only up to 560 on the reads and 550 on the writes. That's fine. You know, that's fine. Not trying to be like, oh, I got the fastest SSD in the world. I got the biggest. But you can see it comes with a USB to USB for your Android users. And it comes with a USB to Type-C for the laptop. So I have 2 options here if I ever want to get an Android phone again, which I previously did have, and that was also stolen. Yeah, I did have I had a Google Pixel as a backup, and that was stolen. So yeah, that's just terrible. Everything was taken. But I'm going to put this back the way it is. It comes with the booklet. You, like, anyone reads that, because no one ever reads it, unless you're a nerd like me and want to read it just in case you get bored. But I purchased this for the storage for the video. Now, earlier today, I did a live stream for about 40 minutes about the Canon 7D and the battery not communicating, and it was one screw, so kind of silly. I also brought this. This is the Small Rigs counterbalance weight. Now, it's on the gimbal, which I'm going to show you right now. This is what they look like. They are 100 grams each. And I brought this because I was having issues with this gimbal just trying to balance this lens in the focus, which is called the iFocus M for Moza. And it literally was not working. So I got this to balance out everything. So it does work, and hopefully I can post the video and show you guys a little bit later. But it comes with this bracket to tighten on the gimbal, but I don't see a place for my Moza Crosshair 2 for this. And you can put the weights on the bottom based on how you put them. You can put one in the middle, or you can put one here, you can put one here. Depends on your weight and your counterbalance on your gimbal, but this mostly fits most gimbals, and even the counterweights do too. But guess how much this was at B&H? I got it used for only 16 bucks. But guess how much it is brand new? Yes, $30. Like I said, I am very cheap. I used to be a LG all the way. Me too. I like Samsung, but I was all about LG myself. But they discontinued a line of smartphones, and they really had some good smartphones. Love the LG with Pen though. Yeah, sad they just stopped making phones. Yeah, it's so sad they stopped making phones. Glenn says he's a Samsung guy all the way. Glenn also says, I hope you get stable housing soon. No. The only way I'm going to get stable housing if I win $500,000 and I'm not even going to lease. I'm going to still rent. You know why? Because I'm cheap. But look at the SSD. It's small, it's portable, it's really light. But then again, there's no moving parts in an SSD. This is why if you're a videographer, you're trying to store, you're a photographer, these things are really useful. This is why I bought this. I need the storage because I'm running out of storage. Because even though I just bought it a terabyte about 8 months ago, I'm running out of space. So, yeah. Next item. I got another Small Rigs item. This is the matte box. Now, I was watching David Oster's video, and I was like, wait, he had made a video about a matte box. What matte box was it? I looked through all his videos, and I was like, I found it. And then I realized, oh, but guess what? I bought the wrong box. Matte box. I bought the matte box that only can support up to 95 mil thread. I should have bought the one that supports 95 to 114 mil, because honestly, the IRIX 15 cannot have this on without the other matte box that I should have purchased. And I wanted to see how cool it would look with the gimbal. And plus, I kind of want to look cool and professional when I shoot videos, so people can walk up to me and say, hey man, you got a business card or a QR code to scan? Sure. But I brought this one. It's nice. It's in my bag. I don't feel like taking it out. But it's super light, actually. It didn't come with any filters because I'm too cheap. And I got this one used. Again. Used for only $81. Oh my Panda. Talk about Panda being cheap. I also got the Dji Osmos 4 SE, which is the second edition, and I got this one used for guess how much? $77. So, yeah, I love B&H. I love B&H used apartments. I don't care what no one says. I don't care if you say, well, you bought used stuff. Technically, all these items were actually in the condition of 9. So therefore, it was pretty much brand new. I even still had the seal for this one on it. And I was like, that's odd. Did they make a mistake? But the reason I got this one, and which I'm going to show you, let's say I want to make a video, and I want to make my life easy right now. Now I put on the cool bracket for this. That's a real steel. I want to have a used stuff near me. So Jelly right now? What? I'm trying to read that correctly. But anyway, from Space Junk. But anyway, look at this cool bracket for it. Oh my Panda, it looks so cool on a smartphone. And by the way, it actually balances it up and have your smartphone set up. That's another cool. But another cool thing is, check this out. We open this up, right? And we like slap that on. Boom. It's magnetic. Now, you probably have seen videos about this one before, but this one is supposed to be lighter than the original DJI Osmos 4, because this is the second edition. It's supposed to be lighter. But to take it off is pretty much easy, like that. It has very strong magnets, by the way. And it's not really balanced right now. So how it look on my phone with this receiver, let's balance this really quickly. Or try to. Okay. Let's try to balance this. Yeah, it's balanced. Boom. 1, 2. And there you go. So that sticks out when I have a phone like this phone, this iPhone 11 Pro Max, right? And I have a screen protector, a bumper for this. This is why I bought this for this and other accessories, because honestly, that's one thing about bumpers for phones or guards for phones. They are not ideal for accessories. They are not. So I recommend buying this, and I'll leave the link to that down in the description below so you guys can buy it yourself. Turn this off. See how balanced that was? Look at that. Balance. That's called perfection. But anyway, just take this off. Just take this clip off. You can see it says OM on it. And this is what, it's magnetic. It's a metal structure and it's flexible. And it works very well. I'm very pleased, but this one is just too light. It feels like a toy. This feels like a toy. I feel like I can squeeze it and break it. I'm so like scared to break this damn thing. But it works, it folds, it fits in my back pocket or some jackets. So just take this off though. And this even feels a little bit kind of too cheap, but very light indeed. Oh my Panda, so light. Okay, for the big gun now. All right, move over, big gun. Let's talk about the Osmo. I mean, not Osmo. I mean the Moza Air Cross 2. This gimbal here. Oh my Panda. Let me tip up a little bit. This gimbal here has caused me so many freaking confusions and headaches. Go this, go minus, go plus. The slightest little adjustment would not balance this gimbal right. That's, I'm going to tell you right now. You have to really be precise. And this is not very precise. The adjustments, not very precise. It works. You've been spending time, even though I had it for about a few days or a week now, but still, you just spend so much time trying to calibrate another lens and onto another body, another lens onto this body. It's just, it's like, I wish this was an easier way to get this done. But the modes are very simple. It turns on. I'm going to turn it off for you guys. It's on. I like the RGB color on that scored wheel, on the wheel. That's pretty nice. I like RGB colors. Everybody likes RGB colors. But I have noticed battery life doesn't last very long with this gimbal. So apparently you're supposed to get like up to 12 hours with this battery, but I'm not getting near 12 hours with this battery. And when I was testing and playing with it, I wasn't getting near 10 hours with this battery. I was getting a total max and maybe like 5 to 6 hours with the gimbal. So I'm not sure if my battery is, like I said, I bought it used, okay? But it had a condition at Amazon, at B&H for a 9. So I had every single part there. Everything seemed to be brand new. Yeah, I don't see the minor scratches really, other than maybe this being a little bit dusty, but other than that, I don't see any minor scratches. I just think B&H, you're just treating me too well with this gimbal. This gimbal does work. You can see how I'm using the focus, the eye focus motor. You can see how like it does work. Now I can speed ramp this, but I want a slow transition into focus. See, now it's on infinity. I can feel the little tick. That means I was on infinity. I can still feel it without even touching the lens. That's because I'm so used to the lens. But it works, and it's functional. It just, my problem is like I have different camera bodies and different lenses and different sizes, and the calibrations now, the calibration could be a little bit goofy and a little bit troublesome. So if you have multiple cameras, just be aware of the calibration. You may want to buy weights or counterweights to adjust. You can use other things to counterweight as well. This is why I bought the wireless audio system, so there's not much weight on top. But with that said, everyone, I'm Panda. Please do subscribe, like, and share. If you guys like the content, please show your boy Panda some love by sharing with your friends, your loved ones. If you guys want to support the channel, like I said, subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs. And if you want to support financially still, there's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, because we are still not out of homelessness. Let's be frankly real about this whole disgruntled lifestyle, okay? If you haven't seen my post on Instagram, there's been 6 deaths so far this year because of the weather. And from 2012 to now, the homeless rate of people dying in New York City has tripled. It went from 160 to now 613 as the average. That is really bad. This is why I said, and our friends over at Invisible People, that New York City outreach is a joke. They do not care about people. It's just a statistic. That's what it is. Just a freaking statistic. They don't care about the humanity and the soul of each individual. This is why I said before in my other videos, I don't trust the system. I worked for the system. It failed the system. It failed me. Even when I was employed and worked for a certain agency, it failed me too. They never protected me from the discrimination, the acts of violence against employers or in employer and employees at Porchlight Inc. And as you saw on my Instagram, in my YouTube community feed, my EEOC is still ongoing. What is the wrong with NYC's mayor? What is the dude's doing? Listen, this guy, he's just been in office for about 2 months now. Wait, not 2 months. About a month now. He's doing things that I feel like he's using words like, what was the press conference? What word did he use again? Swagger. He used the word swagger. I was like, oh my panda, don't do that. Like, yeah, swagger, it expresses feeling. It's not a term you can use to get people to think you're the coolest mayor. That's what I think he was doing. That's not cool. You don't use words like that because people are like, what the? Even I was like, what the? You don't use that word. That's a word of an expression. That's like me coming outside with these brand new, beautiful, Sorel boots. That's swagger. That's swagger. But you don't use swagger to try to influence the residents of the city to try to do better. No, you got to encourage them with the right words, the right expression, the right say, the right timing. Because right now, another Asian woman was murdered just yesterday in her own apartment. It is so crucial that we need to stop this ongoing violence against our Asian brothers and sisters. It's just too much. I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting tired of it. I'm also getting angry because that woman did not deserve to get her life taken. And this is New York City's fault, by the way. If you look up the article, that man had multiple felony priors. How was he released from jail? And that's the bail system here. They do not care about the people of New York City. It's about money. It's about money. That woman's life was taken for no reason. She walked up 6 flights of stairs, didn't even notice that the guy literally walked behind her to the door and was creeping up behind her as she was going up the stairs. And as soon as she got to the final stage, he nabbed her when she was entering her apartment. She screamed, people called for police, and it was already a little bit too late. This is why I was telling you guys, like, my life is in jeopardy too. My life is not perfect, but you can't trust New York streets anymore like you used to. I thought this was a past thing. But now, more and more Asian Americans and Asian Pacific Americans are being attacked for the stupidest reasons. Because they look like easy targets. If they're so easy to target, why are you not picking on me, bro? Oh, you don't want to get that cannon whoop ass. That's your thing. You see the cannon whoop ass in my face. But anyway, guys, I just want to share my opinion and share my thoughts. What's been going on in the city. I'm very disappointed how New York City, NYPD, which they did respond really fast. But this is why I'm going to tell every New Yorker, even if you're traveling here, you're new here, you're visiting, you're working, always watch your surroundings. If you enter your locked building, make sure you close it behind you. This is why New York City has to change the protocols about mace and civilians owning a taser weapon. Because this is getting ridiculous. But with that said, everyone, I want to just die down off the topic, not try to frighten you all. But as a documentarian, I got to share those stories so you are aware. So you can go out there and support that young lady's family and what they are going through emotionally. This is why I say you got to look up the story, and please follow the family. If you want to donate to their GoFundMe, if they have one, to raise money to for her funeral expenses, please do so. I don't think they have one yet, but I'm keeping an eye on that because, you know, I was raised by some very beautiful, nice Japanese people out there, and it just feels like this is wrong, so wrong. But anyway, let's talk about the gimbal. The gimbals are, it's flunky, it's winky. I'm still working on it, trying to get a feel for it. And honestly, I can't do the Inception mode because of this hot shoe in the microphone, because this hits it. So I can't really do that without, but I will do it without it. Just bear with me. But gimbal is strong. It supports the weight. As you can see, look at that. Boom. That's a sexy. I think it just looks good. But, you know, everyone has the Weebly 2 and the Weebly and the other new gimbals now with the, yeah. But guess what, guys? I got this gimbal. Guess how much I paid for the gimbal? Now, brand new, they want $400. I got it for $240. Eat your heart out. $240. Tell me that's not a good deal at B&H. Oh, my panda, it's just such a good deal. But with that said, everyone, and I also got the iPhone, which we've been shooting video with quite a bit. Man, even this live stream, so crispy every single time. I appreciate it. It's because of you guys. You guys support it. Well, a lot of you guys support it. You guys are following me. You guys are sharing. I want you to continue to share my story. And as I said before, I am not out of homelessness yet. I'm just buying the things that I want to work with because people have called me for services. Thanks to the invisible people making the video. And that video was made last minute, by the way. Mark never had any intentions of coming to New York to see me this time around because he was here in November, I believe. And Lord Brian can actually testify for that in the comments. And then we went on to our own thing. And now he's back, and then Lord Brian got in reach with him. And and one day, this is how it happened. Mark literally pushed my video out so you guys can see that homelessness can happen to anyone. Anyone. Doesn't matter what your lifestyle was before. You could be rich and get homeless. You could be poor and get homeless. You could be middle class, be homeless. You could be working 3 jobs and still be homeless, which there are so many people doing that right now in New York City. And they still can't afford the crazy expensive rent in New York City. But with that said, everyone, I wanted to share my new toy haul videos and also explain some of the concerns about these electronic products. And I just want to share my thoughts and my opinions about some of these things and show you the difference in the bads and the goods. But with that said, everyone, I appreciate you guys turning out. Turn it on your YouTube device. I mean, your YouTube app on your device and watching this video. So, as I said, please do subscribe, like, and share. You guys want to support financially still. I got a long way to go. And there's going to be some time before I can actually fix everything. I'm planning on leaving New York. I'm not trying to stay in New York. That's the thing. New York is not a place for me. I don't like some of the hospitality. I don't like some of the stereotypes. And I know I got to take everything with a grain of salt, but I didn't get that in San Francisco or in Portland or in Vancouver or in Winnipeg or even in Wisconsin. New Yorkers, like, not New Yorkers, but people that want to live in New York and have been living in New York sometime, either they change their attitude towards people or they change because of the New Yorker attitude. Because, let's be honest, not everyone is so kind and polite. So, It's like me today walking around with the camera down on Penn Station in Mount Hall, and the homeless guys were like he better not be recording me. Listen, then don't be in a public place. I better not be recording you. I had to respond. I mean, and I said, excuse me, first and foremost, you said that out loud so purposely I can hear it. Now I'm going to purposely say an answer. Listen, out of respect, you got to know the first Constitution, the First Amendment rights of the Constitution. Second, you're in a public facility where people are filming, taking pictures as commuters, as travelers all the time. Why would you pick a fight with me? It makes no sense whatsoever. If you don't want to be on camera, don't be on camera. Walk away. Even though you were there first, but you cannot say you have the right to tell me where it cannot film the public. Did you pay for it? This building? No disrespect. And he said, I'm not trying to disrespect, but you were. You said it out loud so I can hear you. That was disrespectful. It was like you're trying to scare me. That's the threat. And as someone that studied psychology education, I know what your intentions were. It was not very positive. It was so negative. So I had to educate him. Like, I can walk around here all I want with a camera. You cannot say that. You do with your smartphone. That's a camera. Why are you being such a hypocrite? And then I was like, next time, think about what you say before you out loudly burst words that's going to hurt you in the long run, because he contradicted himself. He has a smartphone with a camera and he records everything else. How can you say that when you're recording someone else? It's, as I said, guys, I'm Panda. I'm just telling you what happened today. Camera got messed up. The screw came out, if you didn't see that video, and I fixed it. I took another screw from another area of the camera and then put in that screw in, and it freaking worked. And guess what? I can't find the screw because it's probably magnetized inside somewhere in the camera. But we're just going to leave it the way it is and take it with a grain of salt and just continue to do our job as a documentarian, as a photographer, as a YouTuber, as a friendly panda to you all. I appreciate it. I love you guys. But this live stream, I noticed that there's not many people watching this live stream right now. I did this live stream to start late so I can see everyone else. But then again, there would probably be more people watching after the live stream. But with that said, everyone, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You guys are very sexy, sexy people, and I appreciate all your support and all your sacrifices that you have helped me with to date. But we are not over, and this is not over. My life as a homeless individual is not over. So we're going to have to fight another day, and we're going to have to sleep outside in 2 days because I need to save money. And I do have money to spend $44 a night. I just don't think it's smart to just keep spending the money on the hostel when I can just sleep outside. And by the way, this week is supposed to be nice. So that's another reason. That's another reason. If you didn't watch our weather, it's going to be 60 on Thursday, 50 tomorrow, and then 49 on Saturday or Friday. And then the weekend, I'm not quite sure, but it's supposed to be decent. Yeah, I'm sleeping outside. I'm saving money. I'm sleeping outside. But if you guys want to continue to support that GoFundMe, or you know someone that want to help out financially, let them know about the GoFundMe. I'll leave it in the links after I finish this live stream, because I never actually put this information before the live stream, because I decided to do a live stream last minute to talk about all this stuff. But with that said, everyone, eat, sleep, photography, videography, and being kind to people, and repeat. And I will see you guys in the next video. You guys take care of yourselves, and thank you for watching this low budget video quality with no professional table whatsoever next to a bunk bed. I appreciate it, guys. You guys really make me happy. And I see you guys tomorrow. See ya. Ow. Ow.